Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to grow palm trees. Now, palm trees really aren't even a tree. They're more of a grass, and just like bamboo is a grass, they grow as big as a tree, and they have a big fleshy stem, but they don't have a lot of wood. So it's not woody like a tree, so it's officially not a tree. Palm trees are native to many places of the world, but what they have in common is very warm climates, but a lot of water. They actually drink a lot of water. So, but only seasonally. They like hot summers and really wet winters, or hurricanes seasons as far as Florida or the Caribbean. But they're found even in Africa and Thailand and all over the world. They're just a beautiful plant. But here in Washington State on the western side of the mountain, they grow really well too. There's some varieties that don't do as well as others. But the Mexican palm especially, and any of the other palms that can handle a little bit of frost, seem to do really well. But when you're growing a palm tree, there are certain things that you can keep track of or try to follow rules on where to grow them. First of all, they need hot, full sun, especially in the summertime. So they need a lot of heat to grow well. So in the Northwest, we get warm summers and a dry season, so they like that. But at the same time, they need a lot of water in the winter, and they need to dry out in between. They don't want to sit in any place that's soggy. So especially if you're in a little bit colder climate, make sure and put them in a raised bed or near cement or anywhere where they're going to get a lot of drainage, because they really want to dry out in between watering them. And because they are susceptible to frost, especially when we do get some freezes in the Northwest, they get burnt in the summertime, or they get a lot of frost burn too. But all you have to do is cut that part off, and a lot of times the leaves will still look good, or cut it down all the way, because naturally the bottom leaves die anyway. So even if you lose some of the leaves on the bottom, that's what they do. So don't worry about it, they will still keep growing. And they can get 10, 20, 40, even 50 feet tall. So you got to give them an area where they can grow really tall if you have the larger varieties. If you have the smaller varieties, they do really well in small areas and in parks, and they make great house plants too. But you got to make sure they have full hot sun and good drainage, and never let them just sit in water, because they'll probably rot right out. But palm trees, whether you live in a really warm climate or a cold climate, they do really well in the garden.